Hey y'all, it's Brooke and I have finished week 7 of my ultra marathon training. So let's get in what I did for the week, but first I want to address something. Yes, I do have a big bruise on my face. If you watched my last video, I got a wisdom tooth out last week and it has been 9 days now and I still have a bruise. It started out blue and then it turned to green and now it's like yellow. Hopefully it goes away within the next few days. But yeah, I just wanted to address that. Anyways, let's get into my training. This week was like the first week I had a totally normal training block in a while. So it was really exciting to kind of get back into the rhythm, get back into my normal training routine. Day 1, I bet you can't guess what I did. It was weights. I usually always do weights on day 1. But this one was exciting because this was weights in my new gym at my apartment, which ended up sucking. Sucking a lot more than the apartment that we were in last. I do not love my new apartment gym. They don't have like any yoga mats or anything to do any floor exercises on, so I guess I'm going to be doing those before I go. And then they just don't really have that much of a variety of machines. I might have to figure something else out for my cross training days. As always, low weights, high reps, that's what I always do. Mostly lower body and core. Day 2 was my first run of the week. I did just over 5 miles at a 10:25 pace, which if y'all have been watching my videos, that's kind of fast for me, okay? That's because it was mostly on the road. I was exploring the sidewalk trails around my new apartment. So we have a really large paved trail system around here, which is super nice. If I ever train for a road race, it'll be even nicer. I did do some exploring. It went really well. I felt really good. I am over 3 miles into my run. Been running for over 30 minutes and just realized that I don't have any music or podcast playing through my headphones. I don't know if that means this has been a good run or a bad run. And that's really all I have to say about that. Day 3, I did a hike in the evening around a little lake. I was doing some birding, very low intensity hike, a little over 3.5 miles, just staying on my feet, getting some steps in. Day 4, I did my second run of the week. It was over 8 miles at a 13:13 pace, a little slow, which was a little concerning because this was on my race course. I really did not want to go on a run this morning. But I got out here and today I'm actually on part of the trail system that's part of my race. So this is the first time I've ever run on this trail actually, and we'll see how far I can get before it's underwater. But it's nice so far, shaded in the woods, just dirt. Couldn't ask for much better really. My race course is near a lake. Like I have been saying this whole series, trail systems have been flooded the whole summer. And so this one finally got somewhat unflooded for like a 2-mile loop. And so I was so excited because I was like, I will go race on the race course. Guess what? It was hard. It was really hard. There are a lot of hills here and my goal pace for the whole race is like an 11:30. So let me know if you guys think I can take over 1.5 minutes off of my pace by November. Let me know in the comments because I'm not so sure. It is probably almost twice the temperature that it's going to be on race day. I hope to God anyways. So that is something to take into consideration. The heat really slows you down. I was not super impressed by myself with this run and I just don't really want to talk about it anymore. So day 5, I rested. Day 6, I did a little 2-mile hike. I was doing bird banding. It was really exciting. I was helping my friend who's a graduate student here with me study her painted buntings, which are beautiful birds. We did catch quite a few painted buntings and then we also caught a female red-winged blackbird, which I have never had in hand before. So that one was super exciting. We go outside super early. We had to be there at 5:30. So it's before the heat hits, which is really nice. And then finally on day 7, I did my long run, which this week was 12 miles. So I did up my long run mileage, which was really scary. I've done 10 miles a bunch of times now. Like I'm pretty comfortable at that distance, but I don't know why 12 seemed so scary to me, but it just did. And so it did not go well. It did not go well at all. I went back to the trail that I'm going to be doing for my 50K. Like I said, only like a 2-mile loop is unflooded right now. So I just did that 2-mile loop 6 times, which got really old really quickly. And I also had like 1,000 feet of gain, which in Texas, that's pretty good, y'all. That is not bad. I brought 2 liters of liquid. So I had a vest with 1.5 liters of water in it. And then I had like soft-sided bottle in my vest too with electrolytes. And I drank all of it by mile 11. It was so hot. So I went the last mile without liquids, which wasn't that big of a deal. But I am a little concerned because my long runs are gonna get much longer than 12 miles. So I definitely need to figure out what I'm gonna do with the water situation on those runs. Yeah, I died on this run. At the end, my body just hurt everywhere. My knees hurt, my hips hurt, my feet hurt, everything hurt. I've been having a real issue actually with my feet hurting on these longer runs. Like once I get past, I don't know, 6 or 7 miles, the bottoms of my feet don't feel very good. Anyways, I think a lot of this was my mind. I think that's why this run was hard. At least I hope that's why this run was hard. I really think that I have the physical capacity to run 12 miles without an issue, but for some reason my heart just wasn't in it this day. It wasn't in it. Doing a 2-mile loop over and over is very dangerous because you have so many opportunities to quit. You passed the car 6 times. I'm very proud of myself for not quitting and for sticking it out. But yeah, I did not have a good time. This run did not help my mentality towards 12-mile runs, that's for sure. I'll probably stick at the 12-mile long run distance for a while until I feel pretty comfortable with it, and then I'll extend that. I need to do a 12-mile run where I don't die, and then I'll feel better about doing 12 miles in the future. I was super excited to get on the course though. Hopefully I don't get sick of it before the race. But that wraps it up for my week 7. I did the miles I had to do. My total running miles for this week was over 25, which was an accident. It was supposed to be 24, but that's okay. We're just gonna keep increasing that mileage till we get up to our desired mileage per week, which is 35 to 40. Also exciting news, I am almost done editing my Hardrock 100 vlog. It is a crew vlog. Obviously I did not run Hardrock 100 because I'm currently training for a 50K. I am nowhere close to being able to run 100 miles, but I did crew Tara Dower on her 100-mile trek through those mountains, and I vlogged the whole thing. I am very close to being done. I just have to go through and do some final edits. That video hopefully should be out next week with next week's recap for week 8 as well. Keep an eye out for that. And if you want to follow along with my training, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.